Back in 2020, when I was just a wee little 13-year-old lad, I saw that Cub Scouts and Bijou Mike were posting videos on some game called Danganronpa. Watching those videos led me down a deep, dark obsession watching any and all YouTubers play and constantly drawing fan art. Eventually, this obsession died down and my love for the game suppressed itself to the deep, dark recesses of my mind, Sigmund Freud style. Though I had many fond memories of the game and its influence on me artistically was catastrophic to say the least, I was glad to put it all behind me and move on. Until Spike had to ruin it all and release a new game. Well, kind of. When I tell you guys, I literally screamed when I saw Nagito's dumbass face pop up. I was pissed but low-key excited. And I was just like, how are we getting Danganronpa content in current year 2025? Well, I guess not 2025, it's 2026 that we're getting it, which is really annoying because you can't just blue ball me like that, guys. Now, for as much as I rag on the game, I really do love it. And even though I have many critiques, I still am excited for what is to come. And I'm making this video just to put out my general thoughts, and it's kind of like a time capsule to see okay, what did I think was gonna happen, and then when the game actually comes out, I'll be like, what the fuck, I was so wrong. If you hadn't already guessed, this is going to have a myriad of spoilers, okay, many. There's no trying to hide anything. I'm gonna talk about everything. I'm gonna talk about other games. If you have not played Danganronpa, do not, I repeat, do not watch this video. Well, if you don't care about being spoiled anyway. So yeah, this is just me yapping about, 2x2, or is it 2? I know it's 2x2, but I like saying 2x2 because it's I don't know, it scratches my brain. I'm just gonna make some predictions, my thoughts and my feelings, and yeah, let's get into that. So, as most Danganronpa fans would agree, we all collectively hate the despair disease. Well, maybe some people enjoyed the mechanic or the motive. It was just so dumb and so the chapter 3 curse. I think this is the worst chapter 3 ever. Of all the Danganronpa trials, this is the worst one because it was just so and it killed off my favorite character. I was so sad when Ibuki died. She was killed off so unceremoniously, and she wasn't even in character when they killed her off. I was just so mad. The only good thing that came out of that trial was Mikon actually being interesting. I kind of low-key did not like Mika that much. Not I hated her, but just I don't know. It gets old when you see her just be a punching bag all the time. I just kind of got tired. And, she became more interesting with the despair disease. I hope that, instead of going that route, I'm pretty sure that let me not get into my predictions now, but if they don't kill her off, well, if they don't use the despair disease again, which I fingers crossed, I hope they don't. I hope they, one, get rid of the fan service with Mikon, and two, just make her grow her confidence, make her stand up for herself more, because I don't know, I just I hate when I see people being so weak-willed. She's not even weak. I don't know how to describe how she acts. You guys know, you've played the games, okay? You understand. I really hated the fan service. In the first trial when they're oh, it's a important piece of evidence, blah blah blah. I don't care. We don't need, no. I mean, I hope they don't imagine they find another way to sexualize me. No, they shouldn't. Please, can Mikon be an actual character? Well, actually, she is an actual character. Some have it worse. Akane, let's get into her. I hope they actually do something with her, because in every single Danganronpa game, every survivor, there's one of them who's just why is this person here? But with Akane, it's not as if I hate Akane. I don't have any bad feelings towards her. I just wish they did more with her, because I just felt she was a punchline for molestation jokes. I know she's not very smart, it's just it's really not all that funny. I know they're probably not going to repeat survivors, which is why I feel Akane is not gonna make it out that well, but I'm hoping that maybe they do more with her character. I'll get into like what I want them to do with Akane later, but I just hope that they do more with her. And speaking of survivors, hopefully, hopefully, Sonia can survive again. I know she's definitely probably going to either die or kill someone because it's like, they can't be repeating survivors. That's boring. But I just love Sonia so much. Like, she's the ultimate princess for the reason she's my ultimate pillow princess, guys. I love Sonia so much. But I know she probably isn't gonna survive. And if she doesn't survive and Teru of all characters survived, I think I might, like, I don't think I will survive that. Like, thinking of Teru surviving just like sends chills down my spine. If they don't barbecue chicken his ass, promise you I'm not one. Well, I probably still will, but like, I just do not want Teru to be alive. And also, low-key the ultimate imposter. Sorry guys, sorry imposter fans. Among Us. Sorry, that's cringe. But like, people who like are fans of the ultimate imposter, like, I'm sorry, he just like, I watched the anime and things, just like, I don't know, I just wasn't all that interested in him. Like, not as if I hated him as a character or anything, and I liked his performance as Byakuya. He was like stepping up to be the leader, and he's like different from Byakuya, because Byakuya would not be doing any of that. Well, maybe like newer Byakuya, but the Byakuya that we knew, hell no, that nigga would not do any of that shit, bro. But I still liked him, but just I can't imagine him surviving. Maybe, I don't know, maybe he'll be a survivor. I don't know. I don't think he will be, but we'll see. And we don't really have anything else to go off of from the game, because I'm pretty sure in the trailer they only showed like that one CG of Hajime and Nagito holding hands and staring. Well, they didn't hold hands, but they were like staring into the night. So that's all we have to go off of. I'm pretty sure they said they're going. Well, I don't know. I heard speculation that they're going to be releasing another trailer for the 2x2. So hopefully we get more information soon. And with all my thoughts of like the original game out the way, let's get into my predictions of what I hope will happen. So let's get on to the predictions. My first prediction, which I am very sure about, is that Fuyuhiko will die and Peko will end up being a survivor. That's like something I'm quite sure will happen, because both of them are kind of hinging on the other's like progress. Like Fuyuhiko, like his character progressed because Peko died. Peko can probably progress because Fuyuhiko dies, something happens to him. He would maybe Fuyuhiko decides to kill somebody instead of using his tool. He gets caught. Peko feels like all depressed and all that she failed her. She failed Fuyuhiko and she failed the Kuzurio clan, and she finds that Fuyuhiko's death is not a waste, and she's not useless, because she's a human being. She shouldn't be living for someone else. She only be living for herself. She grows and she changes from that. That would be very cool if she did that. Like, maybe at first she's only living to like honor Fuyuhiko. She feels useless, she's not doing anything, but eventually, with the help of the others, she gains hope and realizes that she's more than just a tool, and all those things. Another prediction I have is that if they do decide to bring the dispersed disease back, Akane gets I hope they don't, but then this is like the only thing I can see like being interesting after that dispersed disease is Akane gets like the remembering symptom instead of Mikan, and she becomes like the antagonist of the rest of the game, because originally when she was first being like developed and planned, she was supposed to be the like antagonist instead of Nagito, but then they changed it, and now she kind of like had no purpose in the game. Sorry to say, guys, I like Akane, but she didn't really have any like purpose. Like, what I'm thinking is maybe she acts dumb and pretends like, oh, she's still like who she was before, but then chapter 5 now reveals like, oh, she actually had the spirit disease all along, and she remembers everything, and she's been sabotaging things like that. I hope that'll be interesting. I don't know how they would I don't know if they were gonna do that. I'm not really sure about what they're gonna do with Akane. Like, Akane is like, she can go anywhere. I can see her being killed, I can see her killing someone, I can see her being the mastermind, I can see her being like the antagonist. I can see her doing so many things. I just hope they actually do something with her. And I hope they like don't kill her off like a Hyoko situation where it's like she's on the precipice of character development and bam, kill her off. I hope they don't do that. Also, I can see Necromaru surviving too. I'm pretty sure he will survive. If replacing Akane, if Akane dies, which I think she probably is more likely to do, Nekomaru would take her place as a survivor. And I just have a feeling that he will be surviving. I don't know what they're gonna do with him. I have no ideas for him, but I think he will survive. For Nagito, Chaki, and Hajime, I think it's either they die right off the bat or they make it to the end. It's one of the two. I don't think they're gonna kill them. Especially Nagito. Nagito's either they kill him off immediately or he makes it to the end. Hajime, I really have no idea, because I have theories of if Hajime is even going to be the protagonist, and I have another protagonist in mind. We'll get to that person later, but Hajime, I have no idea. I think they're gonna kill him off first, and low-key, I kind of want them to, because this is a safe space to say that Hajime is my least favorite protagonist out of the Danganronpa games. I'm sorry, guys. He's just not my thing. I like Shuichi and Makoto and Komaru more than him. And also, what's her name? The piano girl. So, Kaede. Sorry, guys. Okay, sorry, Kaede fans. Don't come after me. I love Kaede. Okay, sorry. It was a mistake. And then for Chiaki, since we, the audience, already know that she's an AI, I don't know how they're gonna navigate that. I think the only thing they can do is kill her off early. That is the only thing I can think of for her. I hope they don't, because I really like Chiaki, but Chiaki already got her flowers, and I don't think they can really do much with her again. Maybe they can. I don't know. I'm not a Danganronpa writer. I don't know what they can do. I don't know what's gonna happen. So yeah, and if Hajime does die, which he probably won't, I don't think they're gonna do that, but if he does, then I know me and a lot of people really want Mahiro to become the new protagonist, because I feel like she would be, she gives off protagonist vibes. I feel like she would do well as a protagonist. Even earlier in the game, I thought she was going to be the, every Danganronpa game, they have the antagonist, they have the assistant, second in command, they have the main character. I thought she was going to be our Hajime's assistant, but she got killed off. And I was really hoping to get a main game girl protagonist, so that's because when we got Kaede, she died off, and then we were giving Shuichi, and I love Shuichi, but I really want a female protagonist for once that does not get killed off. This is more so wishful thinking. I do not think that's gonna happen, because who's gonna be the ultimate hope then? I also just a word, just thinking, how is Makoto the ultimate hope and so is Hajime? How are they both I don't that's, I guess people can repeat talent, but isn't the whole point of an ultimate to be the best at what you gotta? How can there be two ultimates of something? But that's neither here or there. Whatever, maybe Makoto said okay, I'm giving up my title as ultimate hope, give off to Hajime. Anyways, two characters who I think are definitely going to die are Teruteru and Kazuichi. I know Teruteru already died once. I just cannot see this guy survive again. And the only way I would accept him surviving, because it's not all bad, he has funny moments, but he's just, I don't like him constantly harassing women. It's hard to watch. It's not funny. If they cut out all those jokes of him harassing women and just make him instead of it being sexual harassment, then just be flirty, kind of suave chef, and then sometimes you see his country boy come out, that could be good. I just don't want him harassing women constantly. And Kazuichi, I have no hate to cut. Well, I kind of have a slight beef for Kazuichi because he keeps on harassing Sonia, but that's whatever. Hopefully they bite that out, because that annoyed me. But with Kazuichi, I'm pretty sure he's gonna be dying first. He just gives off so much that they're gonna kill this guy off. Ain't no way. Even in the beginning, I was how did this guy survive? Because I was he looks like someone who would die. And if Kazuichi does survive, then I actually don't know. I don't think that's gonna be fair, because there are other characters that deserve to survive more. Sorry, Kazuichi. He didn't do anything wrong. I just don't really care. I don't know. I have complicated feelings for him. I don't hate him, but it's just I don't know. Their characters are more out there. Alright, it's time for us to all hold hands and pray that Sonia, Ibuki, and Gundam all survive, because they're all goated. That's my dream survivor cast, because I have more characters that would survive, Peko, Who else would I also like to survive? I don't know. I have to think about it, but those three, Ibuki, Sonia, and Gundam, I love them so much, and I really hope they actually end up surviving. Sonia, I don't think she will, but I'll get into her later. Gundam was a character I was sure would survive, but sadly he didn't because, he was being selfless and didn't want anyone to starve. I'm really, really hoping he survives. I think he will, but you never know. This is Danganronpa. Then on to Ibuki. I was so mad when they killed her off. I was like, bro, why would they do this to us? This is so annoying. She wasn't even like her. Like, we didn't even get to experience her for like a full chapter because she wasn't even herself because of that despair disease. She was the exact opposite of who she was. It was so sad. And like, she just got killed off because of like the disease. Well, she didn't get killed off because of the disease, but like, that contributed to why. So hopefully they don't bring it back, and hopefully Ibuki actually survives because she's so like, I think she's my favorite character of Danganronpa of all time. She's just so good, and I love seeing a by ace queen. Like, she is the love of my life. She's so funny. Like, she just brings the mood up. Like, anytime, we're down or something bad just happened, she's always there to bring the mood up. She's just like a great mood lifter. And for Sonia, guys, I'm gonna be honest, I do not think she'll be surviving, but we can still hope, we can still pray. If she is to be like, killed or something, I hope she like, kill someone. Like, in the original game, I thought she was gonna kill someone. Luckily, she didn't because she's too much of a freaking queen. But I think she will probably kill someone. If they, like, decide to kill her off, like, someone kills her, I'm gonna be so mad. That's so boring and lame. If they do that, so boring. Hopefully she kills someone, then we get to have, like, a cool, like, maybe Anne Boleyn type execution. Or maybe, like, Snow White and the Poison Apple type of thing. Like, there are many things that they could do. Or execution, like maybe they reuse the Celeste and actually like burn at the stake. There are many things that they could do for her because there's so many like inspirations she could take from fairy tales to kill her. That would be like so interesting. For people like the ultimate imposter, I have zero idea of what they're gonna do with that guy. Like zero idea, because I don't know, like, I barely know anything about this guy. I don't know what they're gonna do with him. Like, we didn't get to spend as much time with him. We didn't even get to spend any time with him because he was just cosplaying. Well, let me not say cosplaying. It was like, disguising himself as Byakuya, so we don't have any idea who he is and like what he's gonna bring. Maybe they expose him and we get to spend more time with like the actual imposter. I don't know. I have no idea what they're gonna do. And who am I leaving out of this? Hyoko. Okay, so for Hyoko, I hope and I pray that if like, the thing is, Hyoko's character development hinged on Mahiro dying, but Mahiro can't die because I want her to be the protagonist. So okay, if they decide to kill off Mahiro again, maybe they can actually give Hyoko her character development. I can see Hyoko, like, if they decide to kill off Mahiro in like a more, like, I don't know, Mahiro's death felt just so sudden. I hope like if they are gonna kill her off, maybe like chapter 4, hopefully. But Hyoko, her character development was cut very short. She was on the precipice of changing, but they just decided that, we don't know what to do with her again, let's just kill her off. And I mean like, Mikan being the one to like kill her bully was kind of cool, but like, I don't think they did it for. I've not played the games in like a while. Okay, I've not seen anyone play the games for like a bit. I was rewatching Cub Scouts play it, but I stopped because I have work to do, guys. I'm a uni girl. Okay, I'm busy. So back to, sorry, I keep on going on tangents. Back to Hyoko. Hopefully she actually goes through her character development, she changes, because I don't hate Kyoko. When I was younger I did, but then I grew up and I realized this she's funny, bro. Like, she says it how it is, but like sometimes she's like, okay, you're taking it too far. And also her constantly bullying Mikan is like, okay girl, calm down. She didn't do anything to you. Like, just because you're scared doesn't mean that you have to take it out on somebody else. So I'm pretty sure that's all for every single character. I don't think I have anything else to say. Hopefully the game's actually good, because imagine if it's worse, I'm gonna be so mad. Hopefully they saw all the criticism that the other game had, and they like worked it out and fixed it, because the original game is always going to be there. Like Danganronpa 2 is always going to be there to play, and they're gonna revamp it. So even if we hate this 2x2, at least we have the original Danganronpa 2 to like go back to. I also saw I also saw movie news talking about how that they could bring out like a secret cast, and I also saw people saying that they could bring back Byakuya, Makoto, and Kyoko. I don't think they should do that, and I don't think they will, but we'll see. We never know. This is Danganronpa. Who knows? They could kill everyone off right then and there, and then boom, all new characters. That would be fun, but I don't think they're gonna do that. So yeah, that is all for my predictions and my thoughts and my feelings, all that jazz. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I probably won't be making videos as much as I'd like to, because I don't really have any time to record, and I don't have any places to record because I'm in university right now, and I am not going to be recording my cringe videos in front of people. I don't have the mental capacity to do that yet, but I'll try and find time. I'm thinking of doing like maybe some like digital circus videos or some like OC redesign videos. I'm thinking of doing that, but I'm not sure. I'll keep you guys posted though if I am gonna do that. Follow me on my socials down below, in the description. And that is all for today's video. I hope you guys are doing well. Drink some water, have some fun, relax. If you have work, do it. I have work too, guys. Okay, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.